and good evening. Let's get this thing going one way for another. It's always a pleasure. Yes, indeed, it is. Thank everybody for tuning in, man. Thank you all for being part of this wonderful show. Yeah, let's get this thing going. Yes, indeed. Victory Monday. Victory Monday. Victorious on this wonderful day. Just be able to walk into the office now and just be like, yeah, we got this, right? So that's always a pleasure, man, to be able to hold the W up and get things going in that fashion. And it's always a pleasure, too, as well, talking to you guys about the Dallas Cowboys, about how this team, going through the process, going through the ups and downs and the downs and ups, and still be able to grab our coffee, right, in the morning time. And there's so many things on my mind as it relates to, like, the team going forward. I always say this. Take each day at a time. Don't try to rush it. And we will get there one way or another. I really appreciate all you guys for tuning in to the nation. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you want to be part of the notification game, join that too as well. We try to do this thing each and every day, whether it be early in the morning, whether it be late in the afternoon, or what have you. And we really got a lot of things on our mind. Got a lot of things on our chest to get off, especially those who out there who support the nation, who also support the quarterback. It's crazy to me to understand that there was a challenge that was put out there. The quarterback stood up and said, okay, challenge accepted. And then last night in his interview, he said, it was just not about me. It was about the other guys that was on his team who said, okay, we got your back. And I still hear the people saying that, okay, he only had 160 yards and this sort of thing. And he still overthrew that person. He overthrew that person. Can you just take this all in at once and say that, okay, we got the W. We won. It's not about stats. This team right here and football in general is all about the team. T-E-A-M. The team. It's all about the team. It's not about the individual. Although we kind of make it an individual sport because of the fantasy football and all of the other things that people kind of root for as far as that. I don't even play fantasy football. To be honest to you, I love my team so much that I can't just go out there and just pick and look at other teams. I just don't do that. But I'm not shunning or denigrating or anybody like that who plays fantasy football. I'm just saying that I do not play fantasy football. I do not play that particular deal. And this team, we got nothing but high hopes for this team. We got nothing but possibilities, and they're becoming more and more close to those things each and every day. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. This is the thing. Dak Prescott, I heard the talk tracks, and I know it's just only week 2, and they were saying that, is he a franchise quarterback? And it's not my words, this was from the Roger Starbacks of the world, Troy Aikmans of the world, and so forth. You know, they were saying that, hey, they really think that this team can will and be won and win games behind Dak Prescott. And that's what we saw. We saw a team that was able to just say, okay, whoever throwing my quarterback under the bus, we're going to step up, show up, and fight for that quarterback. And that's what I'm talking about. Just give a quick shout out. Shout out to Stud Wood. Thank you for tuning in. Ozzy, thank you for tuning in too as well. And also, we got over here on my Facebook panel. Thank you, Mike James. Daniel, and also Dwayne Morris. Sean, hey, thank you for tuning in on the Facebook side of the world. Guys, I want to know this too as well. Benjamin, thank you for tuning in too as well. Hey, I want to know this right here, and I know you guys want to know too as well. Why are we so heavily and why are we so highly on the quarterback when we saw what this team was able to do? Although there wasn't like 30 carries by Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott always have slow starts, right? But we were still able to step up everything by doing a little bit more runs. And collectively, that RPO that Dak Prescott was able to do, that should count towards Ezekiel Elliott. because he put the ball in the belly of Ezekiel Elliott, saw the guy, the defensive end, crash in, and he took the ball away and ran it out to the edge, and he baptized number 21 in the mighty name of Dak, So it was just so nice, man, for to see this game collectively. I love the fact that the defense, and I'm going to just point out the what I call is the intangibles. The intangibles are things that we just don't see. And I hear a lot of people saying that, okay, Law, you said you didn't like LVE. You didn't like Tacos of the world. But the last 2 draft picks that we had, right, the LVE and Taco, they showed up. And LVE, he didn't do nothing like extremely spectacular. He didn't do anything like, oh, wow, he jumped off on your page there or on the TV. But what he did was he was serviceable. When Sean Lee was saying, okay, my hamstring is all tapped up, they was able to usher in LVE, and it seems like the beat. He was on beat with everything, on the same page with everything. And that's what I like about this. The depths personal part of everything. I'm talking it personal now because the depths of the linebacking core was just porous as all get out last year and the year before that and maybe the year before that. So now that we got somebody now that we know for sure got a first round grade, of course, of course, you got a first round grade. He can step in, and it just seemed like, not a beat, not missing a beat. And he was able to, when he tackled somebody, they went down. He wasn't falling off his body. He didn't look lost. He looked like he knew exactly where to be at, and he's learning. He's 6'5", 250 something pounds, or close, probably 60 now. He's a big, tall guy. And also, Taco. He started off soft Taco, and then he became at the end of the game he was Supreme Taco. And I like the fact that you can usher Taco in, and you're still not missing a beat. We know that Randy Gregory wasn't playing, right? And we know that Belly Irvin, David Irvin, when he gets back, oh my God. And you talk about those rotational pieces. You still got to worry about Taco. He's 6'7". My God, that guy is big. He got length, got range. He don't have the bend that we like, but he still can get off to the edge, burst upfield, and tackle or sack the quarterback in those essence there. And that's what we're looking for, guys. We're looking for somebody who can come into the mix and be serviceable to this team. Shout out to NGESAYY. Thank you for tuning in from the Twitch. LeBron better than MJ. Come on, man. What did I tell you about that name? You've been following the channel for a while too, man. I've held containment well. Oh, LVE held containment well. Yeah, he did. LVE held, he held his end of the bargain. And that's what we needed for a long time. As much as we love number 50, there's nobody in life that get injured as quick and as fast and as often as not LVE, but there's number 50. It just baffles me, man, how this guy cannot stay healthy. But he was still able to get back out there on the kickoff return, or I guess on the onside kick, the final onside kick, and help us corral the ball. So, or the ball went out of bounds, but you know what I mean. Just able to spread his love out there. Tavon, the intangible. A lot of people thinking Tavon Austin should have 180 yards and this sort of thing. No, we need to use him just like we used him. Don't want to use him up too much. And then you also don't want to give him the ball directly in the backfield because he do still have these little problems with fumbling the ball. And he has an issue too as well about being healthy. So if we can just utilize them in spurts that we did do, then it respects the defense have to play honest, basically. And that's what I like. Now, this other thing here, I'm kind of like in the road. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your opinions on this Bryce Butler. I mean, he talked trash about the team. He threw the team under the bus and all this stuff. And now he's saying, okay, I didn't make the Cardinals team. I couldn't make that team. So I'm out there on the market. I have some type of rapport with Dak Prescott. This team, I know the offense. I played in it. So how do you guys really feel this morning about Bryce Butler? Or should they say, okay, Josh Gordon out there, let me just go ahead and go grab this guy. I know for sure he's a threat, but we only have one problem with Josh Gordon, the Flash. Can the Flash stay on the field. You see that little pause? Can the flash stay on the field? You know, it's our reservations. Can Josh stay away from the weed? Is that more of a problem? Is that more the same? Is that do we already have the Josh Gordon of the defense as a Randy Gregory? And then we also understood that we have other players with issues like the Rico Gathers of the world. Is his impressions, will his impressions change the overall complexity of this locker room? Can he fit in well? Will Dak Prescott be able to utilize him? I know I'm going to hear that. So thank you, Richard, for joining in. David, Selvin, thank you guys for tuning in to the nation. Appreciate you guys. It's always a pleasure. No Josh Gordon, please. It's from Eric Griffin. He said no. Let me jump over here to the Facebook side. Let me see what y'all talking about. Kerry Teagle, Jamal Anderson, thank you for tuning in. Ted Mitchell, Jesse, what's going on with you, man? Jesse Reed, Otis, buddy. Let me see. Terrell Williamson, what's going on? Daniel Mazza, thank you for tuning in. How do you get rid of? They got picked. If they pick up Bryce, I don't know. Gordon is cool, but he's not reliable. This is from LeBron. It's better than MJ. Come on, man, with that name. I don't know, man. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your opinion on this thing. Real talk, man. Real talk. Give me the analyst side of things, you know. Statistic wise, you know. I think Ian Rappaport just reported that the Browns got an offer already out for a trade. And the trade should be announced by 4 o'clock. So they holding that news. So one way or another, he's traded. He's picked up by somebody. We just don't know. And would you be mad if the Cowboys get rid of a 6th-round draft pick for Josh? Or would you be happy if Josh Gordon go to the Philadelphia Eagles, the New England Patriots? Can you imagine Josh Gordon lined up on the opposite side of Julio Jones? Then they already have Sanu, and they already have the Ridley guy. Who else need a wide receiver? I'm not saying that Atlanta Falcons need a wide receiver, but can you imagine? And then thinking about this before I really go, because I got to really wrap this thing up. We're 1-1. I'm going to reel everything back to the Cowboys. We are 1-1. Now, the Redskins last week, everybody said that they was going to win the Super Bowl. They was going 16-0. They undefeated. You know, they can't be beat. We saw that they just lost, right? The Eagles, they just lost. They was going 16-0. They was going to be undefeated. They was going to go repeat and all this stuff, right? Now the Eagles fans are sitting back real tight. And we beat the Giants. So everybody lost when we won, and that's a plus. And then on top of that, the team that we lost to last week, they lost. So all we got to do now is when we play the Atlanta Falcons is beat them, and everything is kind of like right in the middle. So what I'm saying is it's a week-to-week deal. I really think that this offense will be able to click down the line. I think they're going to pick up everything. This offense didn't play a lot during the preseason. And it shows. It looks like this was the second game of the preseason. They still stumbled around. They found some things that they can connect with. So around I ain't going to say week 3. Around week 4, week 5, that's what I told my guy Drew Pearson, is that this team is going to click together as it relates to the offense. Now, the defense, they are saving our skin right now. They saved us last week. And if our offense was a little sharp, we'd be 2-0 right now. But it's good because when you lose games, you learn. You go back at the tape and you review everything twice. You don't look at it one time. You say, okay, what do I need to improve in this area? And it's always good to catch fire towards the latter part of the year, and then you run off into the playoff, and then you take that momentum and you host the Lombardi Trophy with that. And I always say this too as well. I said, guys, go out there and find you a T-shirt, make a bus, put Dak Prescott behind it. Put back Dak Prescott behind the wheel of that bus. He will drive this team, whether it be from motivation, whether it be from pure, hey, I'm going to wheel this team. Even if I can't do it with my legs, I'm going to try to do it with my arms. If I can't do it with my arm, I'll do it with my legs. Shout out to Mike, Wes, and David Post for tuning in too as well. Joe to see, thank you for tuning in. Hey, Eric, Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. Holding it down over there on the YouTube side. I would take a chance with Josh Gordon with the devil look. Yeah. I mean, I feel you, man. We all need to take those chances. We took chances with Gregory. We took chances with Jalen Smith as it relates to his health because he's good off the field. And if we can just take one more chance, right, then we can say, okay, that's the guy we need. Line up Josh Gordon on one side of the field, and you have Tavon Austin on the other, and you still have Cole Beasley working the middle. And then we can sprinkle in the Rico Gathers here and there as a tight end. Rico Gathers played pretty good out there yesterday, although he didn't catch the balls that we wanted him to, and the ball was thrown high above his head. But like I said, these guys, just their first time out there, especially with the tight end with Dak Prescott to Rico. I think that they saw what we've been seeing all preseason and offseason, sitting there saying, hey, let's put the 6'7" guy out there. Physical size will demand at least more than one person on him. And that's what I saw out there when I watched the game. What you guys saw. You know, we'll point out some film a little later on. Bryce Butler, to me, burned too many bridges. Threw the team under the bus. This is from Chuco Land Cowboys. Yeah. I feel exactly what you're saying, guys. All right, as we wrap this show up, man, I really appreciate everybody for tuning in to the nation. It's always a pleasure. It's always wonderful listening to you guys or reading your comments. Hopefully down the line I'll have a call-in session. You know how that thing go. But don't forget to like this channel, subscribe to the channel, share it to a friend, a foe, neighbor, however, you know. And let's stay positive. There's something about positive energy. There's something about transforming your mind to those things that are positive. If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, right? That type of talk. And then when you're up against the struggles, meet it squarely face to face. Lift your chin, set your shoulders, plant your feet, and take a brace. When it's vain to try to dodge it, do the best that you can do. You may fall, you may conquer. See it through. Black may be the clouds about you, Cowboys Nation. But don't let your nerves desert you. Keep yourself in fighting trim. If worse is bound to happen in spite of all that you do, remember, nation, running from it will not save you. See it through, Cowboys. That's all we got to do, man, to see this thing through, and it will happen one way or another. Let's get this thing going. The Coffee Report. Law Nation, your brother from another mother, no other. And remember, you all are listening to nothing but the bass. Salute. Let's get this thing going. Yeah. See y'all. Get y'all being positive today. Be productive. Yeah. Join the notification squad. Salute. Early in the morning. I got you going, right? At least I try to, right? Yeah. Yeah. Let's jam on out, baby. Yeah. Live like 95. Yeah. Peace. What's up, Sheila? I see you. Salute. Peace.